Assalamu alaikum students. So today we will discuss the remaining part of the chapter. So let's proceed. I'm sorry, he said, but I can't send laborers out so late at night and so far. If tomorrow will do, then I'm at your service. So the gardener said that it was so late at night and that place was also very far away, so I can't send my laborers at this time. So if tomorrow means if you are ready for tomorrow, then I'm at your service, means I am ready to help you. There was only one thing to do, and that was to tell the gardener the whole story about the unlucky spot. At first, he listened without much interest, but when Vera reached the point when she had thought to plant the bushes, he took more notice and smiled. So, in order to convince the gardener or to take the gardener in their favor, so there was only one option, means to tell the whole story to the gardener. So when Vera started telling the story, so at first the gardener was not taking any interest. But when Vera reached the point when she had thought to plant the bushes, he took more notice and smiled. Means, but when Vera told the gardener that we are planning to plant some bushes at that place, at that spot, then the gardener took notice, and then he smiled. Well, there is nothing else to be done, he said when she had finished. What kind of bushes do you want to plant? So, when Vera told the whole story to the gardener, so finally the gardener was convinced and he asked that what kind of bushes do you want to plant. So, he was ready to plant the bushes and he asked that what kind of bushes do you want to plant there. They decided on a clump of lilac. Almasov tried to persuade Vera to return home, but she was determined to accompany him. She only went home when she was quite sure that the new bushes could not be distinguished from the rest. Means both Vera and Nikolai decided to plant a clump of lilac there. Almasov also tried to convince Vera that she may return home, but Vera was not ready, and she said that I will not return home until I am sure that the whole work was done satisfactorily, until I am sure that the new bushes could not be distinguished from the rest. Means until I am sure that there is no difference between the bushes that were already there and these new bushes. Means until she was not satisfied, that there was no mismatch. Everything has been done finely. On the following day, Vera could not sit at home and went out to meet her husband. When he was still home, way off, she noticed his vigorous walk and knew that the story of the bush had ended happily. In fact, although, so as we have seen that both of them were succeed in planting those clump of lilac at that place. They hide that spot by a clump of lilac in reality. So on the following day, the Vera could not sit at home. Why? Why she couldn't sit at home? Because she was very anxious. She was very worried to know that how the professor was reacted after seeing that clump of lilac there. And so she went out to meet her husband, and when he was still some way off, she noticed his vigorous walk. And when she was at some way off, she noticed her husband vigorous walk. Vigorous means very active, okay, to move happily. Okay, so with his vigorous walk, Vera understood that the story of the bush had ended happily. Almasov was covered with dust and overcome with fatigue. His face shone with victory. Means that although Almasov was was very tired. Fatigue means tired. Was very tired, and he was also covered with dust, but still his face was shining with victory. Means finally he got succeeded. It was fine, he called out in answer to his wife's anxious look. We got to the clump of bushes, and the professor looked and even tore a leaf off and bit it. So after seeing his wife's anxious look, Almasov answered him, or Almasov told her that everything was fine. We got to the clump of bushes, and the professor looked and even tore a leaf and bit it. Means he even tore a leaf from it, and he even tasted it. He even bit it. what kind of plant is this? He asked. Okay, he asked that what kind of plant is this? Means the professor asked Elmaso that what kind of plant is this? I don't know, Your Excellency, I said. Then he turned to me and extended his hand. So the professor asked Elmaso that what kind of plant is this, and he said that I don't know, Excellency. So then the professor uh, extended his hand towards Elmaso, and he said, "I am sorry and sign I must be getting old to have forgotten these bushes." So he said that I am getting old, so I might forgotten about these bushes. He is a nice old man and very clever. It seems a shame to have deceived him. Deceive means to cheat, dhoka dena. He is one of our best professors. His knowledge is simply wonderful, and he is marvelous with maps and plans. So Nikolai said that he is a very nice old man and he was very clever. And it's seem a shame, means it is very shameful to deceive him, to cheat him. He is one of our best professor. He said that he is our favorite professor and his knowledge is simply wonderful. And he is marvelous with map, means he has a very good command over the maps and plans. But it was not enough for Vera to hear the story once. She made her husband tell it again and again, making sure he left out none of the details. But Vera was so much excited that he wanted to hear this story again and again from her husband. Okay, and he even don't want to miss any of the details of the story. Uh, Veera was so excited. Why she was so excited? She was so excited because finally her husband got succeeded. Finally, he got the victory. Means finally his plan, his map was approved. Almaso had never dined with such appetite as on that day. After dinner, when Vera went into her husband's study with a glass of tea, husband and wife burst out laughing at the same time and looked at each other. "Why are you laughing?" Vera asked. "And why are you?" As it is said that Almaso had never dined with such appetite as on that day, means he had never taken as much food as he has taken on that day, because he was very happy on that day. So after dinner, when Veera entered his husband's study room, so he's with a glass of tea, so husband and wife burst out laughing, means they both start laughing at the same time and looked at each other. And why are you laughing? Veera asked. So Veera asked her husband that why are you laughing, and in return her husband asked that why are you laughing? Tell me first and I will tell you afterwards. So he said that first you tell me and afterwards I will tell you the reason about the laughing. Oh, it was only nonsense. I was thinking about the lilac bush. And you? I too was thinking of the little bush. Lilac was always be my favorite flower now. So Almasov said that it was nothing, it was only nonsense, that I was thinking about that incident, about the incident of the lilac bush, and that's why I am laughing. And Vera said that I am also laughing because of that little bush. So they both were laughing after thinking about that incident. And finally Vera said that now lilac become my favorite flower. So here the story ends. But children, what do you learn from this story? So in this story, the importance of presence of mind was shown. As they both use the presence of mind, means Almasov and Vera, they both use the presence of mind in order to overcome their problem or in order to overcome their mistake. As Almasov fall color on the map and he hide it by planting or by drawing a clump of bush there. So this also shows that he used his presence of mind. And Vera also, in order to maintain her husband's dignity or his value or his image, she also convert his lie into reality. As Almasov told lie, but with her presence of mind, Vera turned that lie into reality. Okay, so it is clear that by using our mind properly or by thinking cleverly, and by sharp mindedness we can overcome any problem in our life. Okay, I hope the chapter is clear to all of you. Okay, Allah Hafiz.